All right, so 4 arteries that travel through your neck to supply your brain with blood. 2 in the front, the carotid on each side. 2 in the back, a vertebral artery on each side. It's the posterior circulation that starts out with the vertebral arteries that we're concerned about with you.
Okay.
Your vertebral arteries come up your neck, enter your head, join to form one artery called your basilar artery. It goes up and then splits into 2 posterior cerebral arteries.
Okay.
It was in the territory of the left posterior cerebral artery that you had your stroke.
Oh, so the left, the right side affected? This is the side that was affected, the right side of my face.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And both those posterior cerebral arteries, they start out looking good, and then they get really, really, really narrow, and then they kind of open back up. And so they've got what we call stenoses, or narrowings, on both sides. But the left one, obviously, is a little bit worse because it created this issue for you.
Okay.
This narrowing is due to atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. It's something that goes along with diabetes, high blood pressure, and age.
Yeah, 75. Yeah, okay.
There isn't anything that we can do mechanically to fix that. Mm-hmm. So what we work on is making sure your blood pressure is controlled, any diabetes that's controlled, give you an aspirin or a different kind of so-called antiplatelet agent.
Mm-hmm.
Check your cholesterol, make sure that you're on a medication for that if that's an issue. You're not a smoker, so we don't have to worry about that.
Drink it either.
And that's about it.
Yeah. What type aspirin you giving me? Is that the low dose, like they call it the baby aspirin, the low dose?
Generally, that's what we recommend.
Because I have that at home.
Mm-hmm.
And also, is it 1 time a day?
That's right.
Okay. I didn't do that. I only did it when I thought I needed it. That's what I thought. What other type besides what my doctor already given me for blood pressure?
Well, I'm going to leave that up to your doctor.
No, I mean, what you minister here to me here, because
I don't know what you've been getting here.
It's in my bag there in the closet. Yeah, I thought you saw it. I'm sorry.
When patients first come into the hospital with an acute stroke, we generally don't give them their blood pressure medication.
Right, they didn't.
Want their blood pressure to be up a little bit to make sure we're getting enough blood to the head.
Yes.
And after a day or so, we sort of reintroduce the medications.
Yes.
The ones that you were taking previously.
I think it's 2 kinds of things that I was taking, that I had, that they was giving me here, that was working. But then I don't know how many they're giving me now. Is it more than, if you want to see it, just in my bag right there.
Well, I'm going to leave that up to the internal medicine doctor.
Okay.
That's been looking after you primarily here.
Okay.
And your own doctor.
Right, yeah.
You don't want the neurologist getting involved. Yeah, otherwise you'd have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, because it was one that he wasn't concerned, he was concerned about, where we say, we give it a try and see if it worked. Because he needed something to work with what I was taking, but I didn't want to take it when it started with the H name, because I thought it made me, where I couldn't drive to work, to function, and so I didn't take it. So I think
drive to work because of
no drive working. Like I drive every day.
Yeah.
So it was like being dizzy. I didn't want to take it, but then again, it could have been another one. So I had to go back on taking it, but I guess I waited too late. Yeah, because that happened. Yeah, I don't know what it was that caused me to be dizzy. Cause I know one had a side effect. Because there was about 3 kinds I was taking. I know one had a really side effect. I knew about it. He knew. If they got worse, he said, don't take it. So, yeah. So I just stopped taking 2 of them, just in case. I didn't know which one it was that causing it most of being, like, dizzy, where I couldn't drive. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just took 2. The one that started with the AL, I kept that one going. Because that didn't have no problem side effect on it. Yeah. And so I don't know if what's the other name that they gave me since I was here to make it work. But whatever that is, I need to keep that one. Yeah. So because my blood pressure went down to 124 at one time, and never, doctor, I had never seen it go that low before.
Well, the lower it goes, as far as your heart arteries and your brain arteries concerned, the better.
Yeah.
What we know is that the higher your blood pressure, the greater your risk of stroke and heart attack.
Yeah.
And once it gets down to 120,
Yeah.
lowering it to 110 doesn't do that much for you. But there's a difference between it being 130 and 120.
Yeah.
You still reduce the risk of stroke once you get down.
Oh,
lower.
so where should it be at?
You know, if we could get you to be 120 over 70, that would be great.
Really?
That's going to be difficult.
Because of my age.
Well, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
It just gets more difficult to get to those lower numbers.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have any room for food. You'd be taking.
Yeah, you're right, Doc. You can tell I like to eat a little bit. I'm working on that too. My son got me eating not veggies all the way and not vegan all the way. But I mean like meat that like saw meat that make meat out of beans and stuff like, but it look like burgers.
Yeah.
It tastes pretty good. They got especially the sausage patties. He liked the one with the maple syrup. I don't. It's too sweet. But the regular sausage and all that, that's pretty good. I'm getting a hang on it. You know.
All right. Well, good.
Trying to get rid of this.
All right. Well, I know. I spoke to Dr. Lamb this morning, and she's anxious to get you out of the hospital, and I imagine you're anxious to get out of the hospital.
Yeah, that's the Asian doctor.
Yes.
She just left. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she asked me, have you been here yet? I said, no. So she said, you coming? I said, okay.
All right. Well, I'll go send her a message and let her know that as far as I'm concerned, you're ready to hit the road.
Yeah. So